A simple answer is that you would do abdominal breathing rather than chest breathing. Abdominal breathing, you use your belly. So you breathe not just with the chest. The breath would trigger the diaphragm and then also the abdomen. So you would increase the capacity for energy generation. And also in the process, you would massage your internal organ. So there are many health benefits that it brings you. And it is very important that you use the right type of breathing method when you are performing your Qigong exercises, because after all, Qigong is to rely on the movement of Qi energy to make you healthier. But a lot of people, although they are aware of the importance of abdominal breathing, they find it awkward when they're using it. And what I've realized is that many of them know only one type of abdominal breathing, when in fact there are two types of abdominal breathing that you can use alternatively. And also, depending on the purpose or the objective of your training session, you may use either one of them to help you perform better in the exercise. So let me just introduce to you the two types of abdominal breathing, and then let me explain how you can use them in your exercises to help you perform better in your Qigong. Now, the two types of them, number one is a natural abdominal breathing. The second type is the reverse abdominal breathing. As the name implies, the second type is actually the reversal of the first type. So they are basically the same. It's just that the process is different. So they also achieve different benefits, somehow different. But it is not what we are going to cover in this video. What's important is that you know that there are two types of them, so that when you find that you're awkward or unnatural when you are doing the breathing, then you would know that there's another type that you can try on. All right? So let's try the first type. The first type is called the natural abdominal breathing, 顺呼吸. It is probably the one that most people know, or probably you know. Let me show it to you. All right. So this is the chest, and then this is the abdomen. What you do is that when you are inhaling, when you breathe in your air, you don't just stop at your chest. Rather, you allow it to trigger your diaphragm and then go all the way to the abdomen. So when you inhale, your abdomen will expand as a result. And when you exhale, the abdomen will contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. All right, so this is the first type of abdominal breathing. There's a second type, which is just a reversal. You do the reverse way, and probably can do it together with me. This is the chest, and then this is the tummy. And all right, when you are inhaling, you contract. When you are exhaling, you expand your tummy. Inhale, contract. Exhale, expand. Inhale, contract. Exhale, expand. So the next round, when you're doing your Qigong exercises and then you want to use your tummy to breathe, and yet you feel awkward, try one of them. If this is not really working smoothly for you, then try the other one. It may be that the other one will work better. Now, my experience is that when I'm doing standing meditation, or maybe when I'm lying down, or even sitting meditation, I like to use the natural abdominal breathing, which is, I'll expand my tummy when I breathe in and contract my tummy when I breathe out. But it doesn't mean that I don't use reverse breathing at all. I would do it to achieve certain objective when I'm doing these exercises or these sequences. And sometimes, some of the movement would also require me to do reverse abdominal breathing. But most of the time, for standing meditation or sitting meditation or lying down, I like to use natural abdominal breathing. And when I'm moving, especially when I'm doing Tai Chi, which is ultimately a Qigong exercise, more often than not, I'm using the reverse abdominal breathing. And well, you may just try it out. But what is important is that you know that there are two types of abdominal breathing. All right, so this is what I have for you in this video. I hope you like it, and also click the like below. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much for watching.